Today on Lion Serpent Media, Gatekeepers, Instigators, and Players, I'm going to be going over the Bernie Sanders interview from the Breakfast Club. You have to excuse me if I seem a bit irritated, but YouTube with this copyright is out of control. So today I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try to put their video inside a picture-in-picture and see if that'll work. But anyway, basically what I wanted to say in regards to Bernie Sanders was they were constantly, out the gate saying all the things that we have been hearing about Donald Trump as far as racist, homophobe, xenophobe, all these things that we constantly hear over and over and over again. And he's dangerous. He's dangerous for this country and he needs to be put out of office. One thing I noticed when Bernie Sanders was going on his ad hominem rant about Trump, I noticed Charlemagne chimed in and gave a few words as well. Now that ties in with my title for this series, Lion Serpent Media, Gatekeepers, Instigators, and Players. Charlemagne showed that he was an instigator during that interview. Now we know that multi-million-dollar earning celebrities like Oprah would probably be a gatekeeper. Then we have the lower levels like the Breakfast Club, which is probably players and instigators. We also see that these celebrities also run out during election time and tell us to try to vote for certain candidates. It never seems to fail that the candidate that they want us to pick is like the worst one. Like they wanted us to vote for Hillary Clinton, the worst person in the world that anybody could vote for. One thing I can tell you that I have learned over the years, whoever the celebrities are pushing for us to vote for, go the total opposite direction, do a complete 180, because normally that person is establishment and they're all in this together. Another thing Bernie Sanders was missing is how far we are behind with health care compared to all these other countries. And I've heard several stories on YouTube in regards to their single payer system. One lady needed a hip and knee replacement, was on a waiting list 3 to 3.5 years. She ended up coming to the United States to get that surgery done. She ended up having to pay $18,000 out her pocket to get that surgery done.
I got a phone call at my office on Tuesday saying the doctor wanted to see me. And I thought, oh boy, I'm going to have the surgery. I got a date. But when I got there, she said, the doctor in Red Deer no longer is going to do your surgery. And so then I had to go back on the hip and knee replacement list. It's been over 3 years that I've waited. When you go see a doctor, they don't even look at your face anymore. They just look in their computer screen. All you are is a name and a number. And we feel that our government has let us down.
I did my medical school training at the University of Saskatchewan in Saskatoon. And after that, I did my orthopedic residency at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver. And then I went on and did some fellowship training, initially 3 months in Europe, in Germany, and then I did a year of adult reconstruction, which focuses on hip and knee replacement at Mayo Clinic in Rochester. I returned to Vancouver for 2 years, and then I was recruited here to Mayo, Arizona, and I've been here since 2000. Mayo is a great place to work. It's a wonderful integrated environment. I can practice medicine the way I was trained to do so. I can do really what's in the best interest of the patient, and so it's a really wonderful environment. Part of the environment are the great colleagues. I have easy access to just a fantastic group of colleagues across the entire spectrum, whether it be orthopedic colleagues or internal medicine colleagues for patients who've got significant challenges, medical challenges. I have easy access to that, and that's probably one of the biggest differences from at home. I think Canadians, for the most part, really get good care, but the access to that care can be very, very difficult and very fragmented.
They asked him a question in regards to the HBCUs. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but Obama did not meet with the presidents of the HBCUs. He said it was a waste of time and they haven't contributed anything. And if you know the record of HBCUs, they have contributed a whole lot. A lot of black professionals come out of HBCUs, a lot of doctors, lawyers, academia. So I don't know what he was talking about, but who met with the HBCUs? President Trump. Yes, he got them the money that they needed. I must say that the establishment has done a wonderful job at brainwashing the American citizens, because I have even conducted surveys. People way back in my father's generation, even they repeat the same lies, that the Dixiecrats switched over to the Republican Party. All the racist people went to the Republican Party, but yet when you go research that, maybe 1 to 2 Dixiecrats actually went to the Republican Party. So what does that tell you? The party was still racist. We heard it before, and you know how people tried to call Kanye West crazy and he didn't know history and he didn't know what he was talking about. Well, let me tell you, he was actually stating facts. Democrat Party was the party of the KKK. Democrat Party was the party of segregation. Democrat Party was the party of Jim Crow. So all these things, they never switched. Dixiecrats, the majority of them still maintain their position in the Democratic Party. As we seen Robert Byrd, that was one of Hillary Clinton's good friends. So what does that tell you? We have to stop allowing ourselves to be tools in the hands of the elite. They always have their lower level players to come out and push a certain agenda, to sway us in a certain direction, to herd us all around like sheep. That's the whole point of this little series I'm doing, turning sheeple back to people, one person at a time.